Hello guys. Welcome to my channel. Spain, a country on Europe's Iberian Peninsula, includes 17 autonomous regions with diverse geography and cultures. Capital city Madrid is home to the Royal Palace and Prado Museum, housing works by European masters. Segovia has a medieval castle, the Alcazar, and an intact Roman aqueduct. Catalonia's capital, Barcelona, is defined by Antoni Gaudi's whimsical modernist landmarks like the Sagrada Familia Church. Madrid, Spain's large capital city, showcases the country's incredible history. It's a perfect holiday destination, as there are royal palaces, marching soldiers, changing of the guards, and hundreds of museums to visit. No visit to Madrid is complete without visiting all three of the city's major museums. The Prado Museum, officially called the Museo Nacional del Prado, showcases what was formerly the Spanish Royal Collection of Art, while the nearby Reina Sofia Museum shows modern masterpieces like Picasso's moving Guernica. Also, the nearby Thyssen-Bornemisza Museum combines old masters with the best in contemporary art. Barcelona, the second largest city in Spain, offers a completely different travel experience compared to Madrid. Its coastal location gives it more of a resort feel, complete with warm, sunny weather to enjoy on most days of the year. It's on the country's northeast coast, by the Mediterranean Sea, and also seems to have a much more modern, progressive vibe than Madrid and other Spanish cities. Must-see tourist attractions in Barcelona include the city's immense and perpetually unfinished Sagrada Familia modern cathedral and the Joan Miró Museum, conceived by the iconic artist himself before his death. Other good places to see in Barcelona include the city's almost 3 miles of beaches and La Rambla, a huge, tree-lined, pedestrian-only street. It's where the entire city seems to come out for a stroll. San Sebastian. This resort city is on the north coast of Spain, in the Basque region. San Sebastian is right on the scenic Bay of Biscay, which opens to the Atlantic Ocean. It's a popular surf town, with quite a surfing scene at Playa de Zuriola. A visit also provides the opportunity to experience the unique Basque culture. Things to do here include spending some time on the sandy beach of La Concha, or maybe hiking up Monte Orgol, the fortress-topped mountain overlooking the city's harborside Old Town area. It's also fun to spend time in that cobblestone old town, called Parte Vieja. Valencia. Valencia is a port city with a long connection to the sea and to Spain's trade with the world, especially with Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. It's on the Mediterranean Sea, on the country's southeastern coast. As a coastal city, there are some nice beaches to enjoy. Another outdoor place to see is Albufera Park, a beachside wetlands reserve with a lot of hiking trails and some good beaches. The city has many museums. A highlight is the Museum of Fine Arts, Museu de Belles Arts de Valencia, with its excellent collection of Spanish masters by artists like El Greco and Goya. There's also a large Gothic-style cathedral in the medieval center of the old city, along with remnants of the old city walls. Granada, home to the spectacular Alhambra Moorish hilltop palace and fortress, Granada is another vibrant destination in the southern region of Andalusia. It features more incredible examples of Islamic architecture, including the Alhambra Castle complex. There's an entire preserved Moorish old town area called the Albaycin, with narrow streets and most buildings dating from the 8th, 9th, and 10th centuries. It's a great tourist destination, as you can experience ancient and modern Spain in the same place. There's a big university in Granada and a thriving modern cultural world, with delicious food, places to go for tapas, and flamenco music and dance. Royal Spain is represented here with an ornate 16th century cathedral, which houses the tombs of King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, who united the country and sponsored Christopher Columbus' journeys of discovery. Ibiza. One of the best vacation spots in Spain for couples is the resort island of Ibiza. It's a short flight or a 5 to 6-hour ferry ride away, and is located about 100 miles off the Spanish coast. Ibiza is the largest of the Balearic Islands, a group of mainly resort islands in the Mediterranean Sea. The other three largest islands, Mallorca, Menorca, and Formentera, are also popular places to see in Spain. Ibiza may be best known for electronic music, beach parties, and massive dance clubs, but it's also filled with a lot of great family resorts and lots of fun things to see and do with kids. Cordoba. This ancient city in the Andalusian region in the south of Spain allows you to explore Spain's history going back several thousand years to the time when it was a part of the Roman Empire. Cordoba was an important Roman city, called Corduba, and many ruins and preserved Roman sites remain, including a 16-arch bridge across the Guadalquivir River. Cordoba has many museums. The Museo Arqueológico de Cordoba presents the city's and Spain's history going back thousands of years. An added attraction, the museum is on the site of Cordoba's ancient Roman theater. The theater has been excavated and can be visited in the museum's basement level. Seville, a beautiful and fascinating city in southern Spain. Seville is another example of the country's living history. It's a compact city, great for sightseeing, filled with Roman ruins, Moorish structures and palaces, and Gothic churches from Castilian rule, the period when Spain was ruled by kings and queens. Music and dance is also taken very seriously here, as Seville is the home of flamenco dancing and the related musical style. Flamenco can be enjoyed in Tirana, a neighborhood filled with small cafes and performance venues. Santa Cruz is another popular area to explore. It's home to the city's huge Gothic cathedral and the Royal Palace complex, called the Real Alcazar. The palace, originally built for the city's Islamic rulers, is real living history, as the current Spanish royal family uses it when they're in town. Bilbao. This northern Spanish city is the capital of the Basque region, which can feel like a different country. It's part of Spain, but officially considered an autonomous community. The language, also called Basque, here is different from other parts of Spain, as are the food, music, and overall culture. The 1997 opening of the incredible curvy, titanium-clad, Frank Gehry-designed Guggenheim Museum really put this former gritty industrial port city on the world tourism map as a must-visit place to see in Spain. Cultural and tourism highlights include the incredible Guggenheim Museum Bilbao, the Plaza Berria, a big public square with lots of cool shopping and dining, and taking a stroll across the Zubizarreta pedestrian bridge. Malaga. Another great example of the vast cultural differences between Spanish cities, Malaga highlights the country's North African influence. It's on the Spanish Costa del Sol, only a short ferry ride from Africa, which is filled with a lot of generic, overdeveloped resort areas. Malaga is a large resort city, but retains its Spanish and African roots as a port city. The history and culture is balanced with a forest of modern generic residential and rental apartment buildings, all fighting for ocean views. The region's warm and sunny weather makes it a popular second home destination for residents of the UK and other colder European countries. Malaga's beachfront and harbor areas are fun places to visit and offer some of the area's typically wonderful food, especially seafood. Do like, share, and subscribe for more videos.